One comes back to me. That's your question. Comes back to me. It's a ship which began sailing from Hong Kong, went to Singapore, stopped in Yokohama, went to Canada. Only 26 were allowed. They were almost starved to death with lack of water. The young and the old, sick people in the ship went back to Yokohama, came back to Calcutta, went on a march. Some of them were shot dead for walking with the Granth Sahib, which was assumed as they were attacking the office. They were on a peaceful march. The ship is called Komagata Maru. This is 100 years of Komagata Maru. Apart from being 100 years of World War I, apart from being 100 years of some of the most important personalities like Kamu, this also happens to be 100 years of Gadar Party. Yeah, but Gadar Party inspired them. Gadar Party is not the answer. This is a bunch of people in the ship who went for immigration. In fact, Komagata Maru is being celebrated in Canada because it's the single largest case of immigration which was denied on purposes still unknown. The request given to them was, they set sail from Hong Kong. They were not sailing from the British Empire. Hong Kong was a confederate. But that doesn't hold much ground, because 26 people were allowed inside Canada and others were allowed to starve to death. By the time the ship reached Calcutta, in the Bajbaj railway station, almost half the ship perished and the others were struggling to live. And then of course the police shooting incident. So we remember 100 years this year of the incident. That's question number one. Question two. Your question, this is your direct. Think on it. On a little different lines. Workable answer. Very, very important personality. I'll give you 3 hints. You've got to figure out who the person is. Ishant Sharma and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in the Lord's Test eclipsed his record. Ishant Sharma and Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in the current Lord's Test eclipsed his record. Rajkot. 3. Was one of the finest Indian all-rounders pre-independence and was a part of a fearsome bowling duo. Name the player. L. Amar Singh. Absolutely correct. Wonderful quizzing. L. Amar Singh. Tell the direct. Absolutely correct. Amar Singh, partner of Mohammad Nisar, one of the great fast bowlers of this country. Your question, team 3, your direct. This one's for you. Okay. Workable on different lines. Okay? 1. The Parliament House, Dhaka. 2. IIM Ahmedabad. 3. A moving documentary made by his son. 4. Conceiving low-cost architecture. 5. Conceiving low-cost architecture also for the poor, the lesser privileged, the low-income group. Which amazing friend of India we are talking about? Which great friend of India we are talking about? IIM Ahmedabad should give away the answer. Mohammad Yunus, no. I said low-cost architecture we are talking about. Yunus is an economist who works with the Grameen Bank. Yeah. IMA, Central Assembly Dhaka, 2 of his greatest creations. Frank Lloyd Wright didn't come to IMA. No. He doesn't have India building. He's come to this country, but he hasn't built in India. No, not Frank Lloyd Wright. Yeah, 5. Which person? Great friend of India and probably one of the greatest architects of the world. Sheikh Hasina's father, not an architect. Sheikh Mujibur Rahman studied political science, sociology, economics in a college in Calcutta called Maulana Azad College. Then he went back to fight the 71 War of Independence, but Initially from Tripura and Calcutta, because he went underground. Not Sheikh Mujibur Rahman. Yeah. 2, 3 of your question. That's this is 8. 1. This was 3 your question. So it goes this way. 2.
So Louis Kahn?
Louis Kahn, absolutely correct. Louis Kahn. The new architect is Louis Kahn. If you look at Indian architecture, and it's not an Indian name, the first obvious guesses are Corbusier for Chandigarh and Kahn for Ahmedabad. Corbusier designed Chandigarh. Kahn did a few other things also, but primarily IMA. That's his creation. Of course, IMA now has an extension campus. You can go in the tunnel from one IIM to the next IIM campus across the road. The new campus was an extension of his philosophy, nothing to do with Kahn. But what they have done is something interesting. When I walked from the IIM, I won't say canteen, but a series of cafeterias, you get a tunnel. And as you walk through the tunnel, across the road, there is a new IIM campus. The whole tunnel has the history of how Kahn created IMA. The tunnel itself is an exhibition. It's a beautiful tunnel. It's a long walk of about 20 minutes. But it's a beautiful walk to read how he was sketching communities around Gujarat and took local motifs and made IMA. Whose question? 5. This is yours. Oh, that's yours. This is the third question. Team 4. Thank you. Team 4, your question. This is your unit. Okay? 3 clues. Identify a very important social reformer. Clue 1. Translation from Marathi to English, Dilip Chitre. Which means if you go to Flipkart and want to read about him, one of the best English books translated from original Marathi is by a man called Dilip Chitre. Translation from Marathi to English by Dilip Chitre. By many others, Chitre is one of the finest books. Clue 1. Clue 2. Dehu Road. Dehu Road. Railway station. Dehu Road. Dehu Road is, when you go on the Bombay-Pune highway, as you cross Lonavala, you get this sleepy station called Talegaon. Talegaon and Dehu Road are like twin cities. Hyderabad, Secunderabad types. Second clue, Dehu Road. Okay? Third clue, Garuda. Not the Garuda of the Ramayana, but similar Garuda. Fourth and the last clue, which should give away, Abhang. Abhang is a style of talking. Abhang is not exactly pravachan. Abhang is also not exactly bhajan. Abhang in today's times would be closer to spoken word or hip hop. And this man wrote brilliantly. Which very famous Indian social reformer, and of course a great man of religion. Get the clues. Dehu Road, Abhang, Dilip Chitre, social reformer. Yeah. Lokmanya Tilak. No. Not so much a writer. I would have given more freedom struggle clues. Tilak.
Baba Amte.
Baba Amte, no. More of a writer.
What, Ramdas?
Ramdas.
Jyotirao Phule.
Jyotiba Phule, no. You mean Ravidas? Ramdas, no. Gokhale won't be. In that case, I would have said Tilak is close. On a different line, yeah. Not Gokhale. 1.
Raja Ram Mohan Roy.
Ram Mohan Roy, no. Largely wrote in Bangla and a brilliant language called Urdu. Ram Mohan Roy won't be translated from Marathi. The same reason it can't be Vidyasagar. Why would somebody translate Vidyasagar from Marathi? He never wrote in Marathi. Yeah. Sant Tukaram, absolutely correct. Final bonus. Sant Tukaram. See, you don't have to think if it's Sant Tukaram. He has to be outdated. Tukaram is more modern than Durjay Datta and Chetan Bharat. Go back to reading Tukaram, the book, which you can order. It's called Says Tuka, which is brilliant. It just reads like somebody wrote it yesterday. Sant Tukaram, absolutely correct. 5 on the bonus there all the way. Team 5, your question. This is your direct. Okay. Workable? Important landmark in Delhi. Important landmark in Delhi. Amongst other things inscribed on the landmark are Hyderabad and Jaipur. In this case, Hyderabad and Jaipur are not just regiments, cantonments, or divisions, but also the building blocks of making this particular building and taking part in the Great War. The Great War in this case is World War I. The term World War came later. Till 1914 to about 1927, it was more referred to as the Great War. When the World War II happened, to distinguish between the other war and the World War II, the term came World War I. Give me a very famous Delhi institution. Delhi institution, I choose my words. Give me the very famous Delhi institution. Of course, it was known differently then, it's known differently now. I want the now name. Very famous Delhi. It's a national institution, happened to be in Delhi. Hyderabad and Jaipur is a hint. Delhi institution. And you've all heard of the name. It's just that, whenever we think of World War I, we end up thinking India Gate. 95% when I ask World War I, people say India Gate. Of course India Gate is World War I. But India Gate is not the only World War I monument. There are more significant monuments in this country. India Gate is a little more iconic as a public architecture. But in memory of World War I, which is 100 years this year, and a very important 100 years because we've hardly documented Indian contribution there. It's almost a forgotten contribution, fighting somebody else's battle. This is a very iconic institution. Yeah, 5. Institution, that's why I said, not, landmark, yeah. IIT, no. IIT Delhi won't be. The only IIT that comes close to being architecturally ancient institution, not ancient I would say, older one is Kharagpur. Hijli jail was given to Pandit Nehru or Vidhan Roy. Portions of the Hijli jail was turned into a museum. Other part was located as IIT Kharagpur. But any other IIT apart from Kharagpur and much later Roorkee was not an IIT, it was the University of Roorkee, it became IIT much later. Any other IIT is not heritage. They're all built up places. Roorkee of course is heritage. And so is Kharagpur. So, they are not heritages.
Was it an educational institution?
No, but they are definitely involved in education. Educational, no. But such places are also archives. Not Rashtrapati. Archive was almost a clue, in fact. Not Rashtrapati Bhavan.
India International Center.
IIC, no. IIC is later. IIC is later. IIC is by a guy called Joseph Allen Stein. Very interesting. Habitat Center, IIC, Ford Foundation. There's a German NGO called Frederick Stiftung. The entire stretch, which begins with Habitat Center and ends in Khan Market. There is a very interesting, all architecture school kids go and sketch there. It's called Steinabad, as loving memory of Joseph Allen Stein. Stein created all the buildings in that road, which is very unique. In fact, I stand corrected. It's not just Corbusier and Kahn. My slip of memory. I should have also mentioned Stein. Stein was a great friend of India. He also came back and made this country his home and created that magic of the Habitat Center top, where you have the half sunlight coming down. Joseph Allen Stein. No. Not IIC. National Law University Delhi. No. No, newer place. Yeah, one.
Ames.
AIMS, no. AIMS was built as a post-independence project. Yeah. 7 RCR, no. Hindu College, no. Hindu wouldn't be that old. Stephens was in a cinema hall called Regal Cinema. It later got shifted to St. Stephens. Hindu wouldn't be that old. The oldest college in Delhi, if you look at architecture, is a college called Zakir Hussain College. It began as a madrasa. Later became a college. Stephens will be the oldest college, but the oldest institution that became a college in Delhi is Zakir Hussain. Still there. Wonderful college. It's now near Paharganj. Not Paharganj, in fact. Ajmeri Gate. The other end of the railway station.
Teen Murti Bhavan.
Teen Murti Bhavan. Absolutely correct. Absolutely. No 50% here and there. Absolutely right. Teen Murti Bhavan, 5 on the bonus. That was your question. This one's for you. This one's for you. You're direct to your question. Okay. Workable, your clue. You're direct. Los Angeles Olympics. Not the 1984. The older one. It hosted 2 Olympics. One in the 20s and one in the 80s. Of course, 20s he won the hockey gold medal. 84 we became heartbreakingly close to a bronze medal. And our hockey team, like a pattern in recent years, got a last minute goal and we couldn't get a bronze. 80 we had won a gold medal in Moscow, which was the last gold medal we won. 84 we came really close to a bronze, but we didn't get one. But anyways, this is the older Los Angeles Games. Los Angeles Games, clue 1. Okay? Clue 2, Abhishek Bachchan. Clue 2, Abhishek Bachchan. Clue 3, Vishwajit Palit. Clue 4, Netaji Indoor Stadium. Current affairs. Think hard, you won't be missing this. Tell me the connection. Answer is inside the question. Answer is inside the question. Abhishek Bachchan, Vishwajit Palit, Netaji Indoor Stadium. Kabaddi. Kabaddi, absolutely correct. 10 on the direct. Kabaddi. 10 on the direct. In the Los Angeles Olympics, Kabaddi was a demonstration sport. In fact, we failed to make the Olympic sport with all these wishy-washy beach volleyball and got inside. I hope with the current Kabaddi League, we are working towards making it an Olympic sport. It's already an Asian Games sport, which we won. Palit had won the Arjuna Award for captaining the Indian team. Your question. Second last for this round, for the first round to finish. You're direct. This is yours. Again, workable, specific answer. Okay? Work this out. Tell me, with which very famous place of geographical and biodiversity importance, with which important place of geographical and biodiversity importance would you associate the entire place being a huge repository of the Shatras, S-A-T-T-R-A-S, the old Vaishnav monasteries with some of the finest manuscripts documenting the social codes of over 3 centuries across the world. This particular place, I'm looking for a place. When I mean place, I mean, say, if the answer is Maharashtra, then I'm looking for something specific like Bandra. It's not as big as Bombay. It would be a little more smaller. So maybe Bandra. Bandra was an island. It came to Bombay much later. So this place is a repository of Shatras. Shatra is a wrong English pronunciation. If I were to pronounce it correctly, it will be called Hothros. If I pronounce it correctly, the answer is in the question. The correct pronunciation is Hothro. But Hothro would be more mother tongue. So the English equivalent is Shatras. S-A-T-T-R-A-S. Yeah. 7. Very famous. Something this country is proud of.
Bodh Gaya.
Bodh Gaya. Vaishnav monastery, that's why I use the term. Bodh Gaya is largely Buddhist. 8. And they are beautiful mask makers, great singers, of beautiful Ravana of this seeming size. When you look at the Ravana, it looks almost Lord Krishna-like. Beautiful interpretation. It's an amazing, amazing place. If you haven't gone there, you must before you go to New York. Yeah, 7, 8. Which place? 1. Shatros. Tawan monastery. That's why I said Vaishnav. Tawan, I would say Buddhist. I would say the Drukpas or the Kagyalpas. The different schools. Badrinath of Tiri Garhwal. Ujjain, Kalidas. Angkor Wat, largely Mahabharata. Indonesia would be Ramayana. Jogja, no. 5. Wait, Puri. No, not Puri. Not Puri.
Manas.
The sanctuary.
Yes.
No. Your question. You came geographically close. And how did you make a mistake? Why did you take a sanctuary for a Vaishnava monastery? When you did the hard work and you're not sure of the answer, give the state. Had you said Assam, no, I would have told you go further. Tease the quiz master. Coax the answer out of him. Give way. This is not like the TV quiz. You get it right, wrong, sorry, camera, retake. No. You could have said Assam, I would have waited. You would have coaxed further, bought time, wasted time, given a guess. Sorry, nothing for Manas. The place is called Majuli. Majuli. The biggest riverine island in the world. Majuli. Not just for Guinness Book of World Record, it's an amazing place, being slowly eroded by Brahmaputra. 40-50 years time, you might even get 1/3 of Majuli what it is now. It's already eroding big time. To go to Majuli, you have to fly to the airport or take a train to a place called Jorhat. Then go to a place called Nimati Ghat, take these beautiful steamers or catamarans and go to Majuli. It goes twice a day. Monsoon is a tough time, the Brahmaputra is a tough river. Majuli. So if you go to Assam, Manas doesn't make sense. Assam would have given you half, but you said specific. So no points. Sorry. 1 round of quizzing. Second round. Now we make the process faster. We take 1 round, 2. Yeah. Oh, your question to finish and then the second round. Okay. Your question, this is your direct. Workable? One of his most important books is called Bijak. Amongst the various translations of Bijak, the most well-known one is by Linda Hess and Sukhdev Singh. Bijak are problems. Very interesting problems, aphorisms. Problems that are told, sung, written. Okay? Which Bijak are we referring to? Which person? One of his most important writings, oral writings, people copied it down. It's called Bijak. Interestingly and unfortunately, Bijaks are not taught. We end up representing him in a very, very conventional Ghisapita way in our syllabus. We just successfully kill him, almost. Bijak is very, very interesting. When you read Bijak, it's like problem solving. Amazingly done. Who? Kalidas. No, Bijak is a form, not Kalidas. 1. Who? Aryabhat. Kabir, absolutely correct. Kabir Das. Kabir is Bijak. There's one more he wrote inside the Bijak. It's called Ulat Basi. When you read the poem, you have to get the opposite meaning. We've just ended up making him a Doha maker and completely murdered him. Twice. Bijak and Ulat Basi. Ulat Basi is even more brilliant. What you read, you're supposed to get exactly the opposite. Bijak of course is also complex. Very complex, Kabir. 1 round of quizzing. Second round, first question for you. Your question, this is your direct. Now we'll take the pace faster. We take a round to second round. All of you now know a drift of thinking. Now we'll make the pace a little faster. Okay? Second round, first question for you. Your question, this is your direct. Okay. Workable answer. The Duke took the spot and changed the name. Give me the Indian city. The Duke took the spot and changed the name. Give me the Indian city. 1 word answer. Don't tell me the game, don't tell me the sport.
Ahmedabad.
Ahmedabad. Pune, absolutely correct. Absolutely, Pune. The term is called badminton. Pune was called badminton. Badminton was also called Pune before. The Duke of Badminton takes the name badminton out and puts it in both in the sport as well as his history. Absolutely correct. The city is called Pune. Your question. What was called Mokshpat will be called what now? In 3. What is Mokshpat now? Haridwar, no, what? I don't say which place. What was called Mokshpat and what is it called now? Nirvan. Mokshpat. PAT, something specific. What was called, not which concept. 5. Kushinagar. What was called? I didn't say which place. I explained to them, not here quiz.
Snakes and ladders.
Snakes and ladders, absolutely correct. Snakes and ladders. Sant Dwaneshwar. Supposedly you have invented the game. Dwaneshwar was a close friend of Tukaram. Snakes and ladders. 5 on the bonus all the way there. That was there direct. Third one for you. Your question. This is your direct. Tell me, with which very famous book and a very important piece of writing would you associate a speech that was not delivered because of objection, and the book came out with Gandhiji's reply and the author's reply to Gandhiji challenging his reply? One of the finest Indian books. Which book was a speech not delivered? I'll give you a hint, not delivered in Lahore. The book came out as a speech with Gandhiji's reply because the speech was sent to him for reading, and the author's reply to Gandhiji kind of saying that I don't agree with what you're saying. And it's a very healthy debate. Which very important book? It's a classic. One of the classics of Indian thought. Yes, Vintage. That's 3. I'll pass you for Annihilation of Caste by B.R. Ambedkar. Absolutely correct. Wonderful. Not destruction. Annihilation. With Ambedkar, don't take liberties. He's a tough man. Not destruction, but Annihilation of Caste by Ambedkar. There's a new edition. Arundhati has written the foreword. There's a new foreword by Arundhati introducing the book. They've reissued it for children, young adults to read the classic once more. Ambedkar's Annihilation of Caste, good. 5 on the bonus. Their question, this one's your direct. Okay. The first brick of the Golden Temple was kept by the patron saint of Lahore. Who? There's a beautiful story about it. When he kept the brick, the masons, he kept the brick a little curved. The masons quickly just adjusted the brick. And the Guru told the mason, what you did was wrong. Maybe someday, when you adjust what sons have kept, it may have ramifications. Guru Arjan Dev, first of all, not C. No. That's why I say patron saint of Lahore. In fact, the Sikh Guru invited him to keep the brick. He came down to keep the brick. That's the beauty of the beginning of Golden Temple. Yeah, 5. This is a straight history question. You just have to know who kept the first brick. This is for historical record. You won't be able to guess. I mean, or if you know Lahore well, you can guess it from there. Yeah. Pass.
Hazrat Mian Mir.
Hazrat Mian Mir, absolutely correct. Hazrat Mian Mir kept the first brick for the great Sufi saint. Kept the first brick for the Golden Temple. Hazrat Mian Mir, 5 on the bonus there. Your question. This one's your dialect. Okay. Okay. Workable. I'll give you 5 clues. Identify the locality or the area. There's an iconic festival named after the locality. Okay? There's an iconic festival also named after the locality. The 5 clues. 1. Jahangir Art Gallery. 2. Max Muller Bhavan. 3. A music store called Rhythm House. 4. David Sassoon Library. David Sassoon Library. 5. The Prince of Wales Museum, now called Chhatrapati Shivaji Vastu Sangrahalaya. Iconic locality, has a festival named after it. It's a lovely festival. They don't allow cars, it becomes a walk-alone festival. Which iconic Indian locality? Jahangir Art Gallery, Rhythm House. Prince of Wales Museum gives you the city. Workable. Which place? Lodi Road, no. Mumbai, no. I said which place? Could be.
Carter Road.
No, but every time it can't be Assam. It's not the Assam formula, no. No, that is another formula. That works for Majuli. What works for Majuli doesn't work for Banjara Hills in Hyderabad, no? Yeah.
Carter Road.
Carter Road, no. Carter Road is more. This is amphitheatre. It's a good place to hang out. This is a better place. Not Carter Road. Huh? No. 1.
Vithoba.
2. Vithoba. Raigad. Khan Market. Kala Ghoda, absolutely correct. 10 days into the festival. Kala Ghoda. 500 bonus was the way there. This one's your question. On 3 to go in this round. You're direct. Great Punjabi poet. Amongst his very, I would say, complex, mesmerizing lyrics is an iconic work called Luna. Luna, Luna. Give me this epic Punjabi poet. He's not somebody from very, ancient times. Not just also pre-independence. He worked well into independence until later. Luna is one of his most iconic work. It's like, if you remember him, of course you remember songs. But you also remember Luna. Yeah. Varisha, no, that's why I said, not very old. He worked into independence and post. Varisha died much before. Yeah.
Allama Iqbal.
Allama Iqbal, no. Iqbal, I wouldn't say only Punjabi. Iqbal was largely Urdu. Much after he settled in Pakistan. But largely Iqbal wrote in Urdu. Yeah. Ludhianvi, good try. He was from Punjab, from Jalandhar, DAV College. But he went to Bollywood and did probably the best work of his life for Guru Dutt. As such, Sahir Sahib never wrote a full-length operatic piece like Luna. He did some amazing work. 1. Gurdas Maan, no. Gurdas Maan is okay, but Gurdas Maan would be tough to lead India.
Rajkumari Amrit Kaur.
Rajkumari Amrit Kaur was a politician in Pandit Nehru's cabinet. She never had time to write. She did write a memoirs. Maybe you could have tried Amrita Pritam even though it's a wrong answer. That could have been closer than Rajkumari Amrit Kaur. He wrote a lot of memoirs, but never as such wrote much. He was very busy in social community building. And almost worked tirelessly, especially during the 46 riots. Yeah. Punjabi writer. Say something. Hansraj Hans. Huh? Dalaya Mehndi. Something sing. Huh? You want me to say something sing for audience? Huh? Huh? No, something sing. Huh? But I don't want a good try that you say. Huh? Luna by Honey Singh. If you say that in Chandigarh, half the population dies of shock. 1/4 that left dies in Jalandhar. There's a problem in Lahore. Some more die in Nava. And probably the whole city of Ludhiana dies. Not Manto. I wouldn't call Manto a Punjabi writer. He largely wrote in Urdu. No, not Manto. Whose question was that? Yours. There is 4. Who? Amrinder Gill. No, don't take random names here. That's okay, that's fine. But I mean, literature is not a bad idea, but if Gill works. No. That's really random. That's like your question. Okay. Two to go. Yeah. Audience. No, but Mullah Shah would be then close to Waris Shah, no? I said after independence. Jagjit Singh sang his songs. No, somebody gave the right answer just now. Shiv Kumar Batalvi. Absolutely correct. The lady there. Yes. Absolutely. Shiv Kumar Batalvi. Amazing writer. Somehow, Dan Brown became more popular. We forgot Shiv Kumar Batalvi. This is like that. Amazing writer. Read about him. There's a beautiful BBC YouTube downloadable interview. If you're a YouTube downloader, download a brilliant interview he gave for BBC. It's a very wistful interview. It's a lovely resource. It's a very good interview to, peep into a writer's mind. Shiv Kumar Batalvi. That is your question. 2 to go. Penultimate question. You're direct. This is yours. Okay. One of my favorite questions. That doesn't mean it's tough. Or maybe it means so. I don't know. 3 clues. Clue 1. Degree coffee. Degree coffee is a popular South Indian term. They say filter coffee. Degree coffee. Degree is not so much North Indian. And degree here means DEGREE. Or the degree of the mix of the coffee powder. Clue 1, degree coffee. Clue 2, college dropout. Clue 3, National Day. What day I won't tell you. Like National Environment Day, National Sports Day, National Day. Clue 4, Hollywood, recently released. Hollywood, recently released. I would love if you give me the geographical connection, but I will not be fussy. If you give me a proper noun also, I'm fine with it. But I would love if you give me the geography. But if you give me a proper noun, I'm also okay with it. Degree coffee, think of it. Degree coffee. The first clue, very iconic clue. And recent Hollywood. Combine the 2 clues. And I've already said degree coffee South India. So that's halfway through the answer. Yeah, 7.
Is it Suraj Sharma?
Suraj Sharma, the St. Stephen's Guide Life of Pi. No. Suraj Sharma. Clues. 1, 2,
Engineers Day?
3.
Ramanujan?
Srinivas Ramanujan, absolutely correct. The mathematician. I thought recent Hollywood almost gave it away. Ramanujan film is just out in America. Should be in India by about end of next month. Srinivas Ramanujan, the great mathematician, had to drop out of college. Hardy picked him up, went to Cambridge, did his fantastic work. Weather did not suit, came back, within 1 year passed away in India. National Mathematics Day. The movies just come. Suhasini Maniratnam's wife plays the mother. The place which I was looking for is called Kumbakonam. Kumbakonam was where he was born. And if you look at India's coffee history, some of the finest coffee comes from Kumbakonam. It's called Kumbakonam degree coffee. Kumbakonam is the place. Of course, Ramanujam's house is now a museum. It's finally been opened to public to go sit, work, meditate. The deeply spiritual man. It's a beautiful house, small house, next to the Kumbakonam main temple. It's a beautiful place, gives you a lot of energy. Last one to finish. Your question, this one's your direct. Okay. And then we move to the first visuals. Visuals are faster. Then we move to the visuals on the screen. Last one to finish this round of 8 questions. Your direct, your question. We are celebrating 100 years. Now to describe the man is very tough. Amazing journalist.